righty.
Talk it up, baby. Talk it up. Talk it up. 1-800-223-9797. Hot 97. If you know the number, put it in the chat. Unlucky.
Unlucky for who?
For the people that don't know the number.
Right. Okay. What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. If you are here, say how you darn, how you darn, how you darn.
How you darn?
How you darn. That's how we do it in the South. How you darn, how you darn, how you darn. I saw Jasmine's comment at the very top. She says, I won't say his name. If you guys were here yesterday, after we did our rookie draft, we did a startup draft, and then there was a pretty expansive debate on Rashad Bateman. But yes, we shall not say his name.
Jasmine, I made a special thumbnail.
I saw that
for you
for the next live stream.
For the next live stream, something very, very special.
I didn't even ask him to do that, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, this is definitely on purpose. He's like, yeah, I just think it's funny. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I see Flocky, Trippy, Joseph, Jeremy, Saxter, John. What's up, John? We just graded your team. That should be out here soon. Jamar, what's good? How you darn? How you darn? How you darn, Flocky?
Jamar from afar.
What's up, Shane? Raver says, what's up? Wipe your feet at the door and smash that like button. I love it. Jamar says, got Brees, Burks, Olave, and Watson kind of loving the team. Hey, that's a fire squad right there. That's a fire pickup as well in the rookie draft. A lot of foundational pieces, so well done. What's up, Josh, Joel, Drusif? Everyone's in here. I think Jasmine's now. She probably saw the thummy. But welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. We already have 17 likes, and we don't even have that many people watching, which is incredible. But if you have yet to drop a like, show your boys some love.
You like that?
And hit the like button.
Like that?
That's just going to help us grow the channel, reach more people. John says, how was the wedding and honeymoon, Badaki? Haven't been able to join a live stream this week.
It was beautiful. Weddings, 100% the best day of my life. Honeymoon, never been to Fiji. Absolutely fantastic. I recommend it 10 times. I can't wait to go there again. Everything just went perfect. There was some like funny hiccup things that you look back and it's like, what the F? That's so weird that happened.
It's every wedding.
Yeah. Like, you know what's so funny? Ella and I were standing there, and I'm pretty sure it was cringe for you because it was definitely cringe for us when our celebrant was like, I can't hear you. And like she like yells at it again. And I was like, what the fuck? Ella and I were we were holding hands, and Ella and I looking at each other like, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
Yeah, we were sitting in the audience, and then you know that part when they're like, all right, you are all witnesses. Do you agree to hold them accountable or whatever, like support their marriage? Say I do, and then everyone's like, I do. And then the celebrant was like, you can do better than that. You can like, say it louder. And we're like, well, fuck, I thought we said it loud enough, but okay. She's like, all right, all together now. I do. And we were like, shit, okay. I mean, fuck. I mean, we double do now.
Yeah, it was hella funny. Cringe and embarrassing at the time, but you look at it now. You look back at it now, it's just bants. Yeah, it's just like, what the F just happened there?
Nah, shit happens at every wedding. That's just the reality.
Yeah, yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah. Apparently the Eagles will be aggressively pursuing James Bradbury if he becomes available. Hey, did anyone see Bijan Robinson? Bijan, he signed that deal with Lamborghini. People are taking advantages of these NIL deals for sure. And all props to him. I mean, my guy probably got a bag to sign a deal with Lamborghini. Look at this. Let me have a look. So he says, dang, let me get a ride, champ. That's what his coach says. But look at him.
That's funny.
I mean, how much money do you think you made off this deal? Probably hundreds of thousands of dollars on this deal alone. On the screen? Yeah. Is it not showing up? Oh, well, that's because my dumbass hasn't swapped the screen yet. My bad.
I was about to say.
You can probably see it now, I imagine. Yeah. So you can see him. I bet you this is probably at least a cool 250K at least, just on one deal. I mean, get your bag, bro. Get your bag.
Imagine already having a Lamborghini. He's giving a Lamborghini. He's
probably driving a Lamborghini to practice with the deal.
100%. That's so funny.
I love Bijan. Maybe the 101 in next year rookie drafts if we're looking ahead. But we are
You never
doing
know.
a rookie draft today. Everyone is welcome to join. How can people join Badaki if they want to?
Yeah, super simple, super easy. The link should be pinned in the description. Should be in the description. And usually Zach puts it in the chat, but yeah, it should be in the description below. Click on that, go to Dynasty Damn It tab, and then you see Dynasty mock drafts, where we always put the link for the live streams there, whether it's rookie or Dynasty startups.
Yep. So make sure to join if you would like to be a part of today's mock. I'll say it just because we always have to say it. If you don't get in, please don't get upset at us in the Discord or in the YouTube live stream. I mean, there's not really much we can do if you don't get in. It's just the way it is, y'all. It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Catching up with the chat here.
Be the same.
Click Bateman. I love it. Hunter Hollingworth says, I think I'd draft Bateman over Jefferson and Chase. I love it. Joseph says, I got Lamar at the 2-2 in a Dynasty Superflex startup league today. That's insane, bro. Well done. Great value.
That's crazy, yeah.
Jason says, Bijan driving around campus in a nice whip. That's true. Shane says, I traded Gibson and 207 to get into the first round and take Kenneth Walker at the 106. What you think? I don't think that's good. I don't think that's, yeah, the 207. I don't think that's too much to move up. I'm not against it.
Yeah, I like it as well. I think with the whole all these reports coming out with Brian Robinson and getting, how they want to use him and everything, I'm a little bit hesitant on,
for sure,
on Gibson moving forward nowadays. So as we get closer to the season, we'll see how that looks like.
They got the same draft capital, so it's not crazy to assume that Robinson's going to have a role, and then, hearing what Ron Rivera had to say. So, but if you have already joined a mock draft today, maybe let some other people join. Or if you're going to do one today, maybe just choose one or the other, just so everyone can get a fair shot. And also, that helps us all see a more realistic board, to be honest, the more we let more people in. So do your part. And Badaki, why don't you go ahead and paste that link there in the Discord?
Yeah, I'll send the link. Once again, it should be in the description below. Go to Dynasty Damn It. The Discord link should be in the description below. Go to Dynasty Damn It, then Dynasty Mock Draft tab. Click on that. That's where we put the link here every single time, every day. You probably see me typing if you are in the Discord. 3, 2, 1. I just sent it right there. People are talking in it already right now. There it is.
So this is starting to fill up. And, I feel like people are definitely holding back. They're like, yeah, I'll let other people in. So shout out to everyone who's able to do that. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this. 2 minutes on the clock. Take your time. But, I think we all know, for the most part, what we think of these players. So let's go ahead and start this off. And let's see what D. Lawrence does at the 101. Breece Hall. No surprise at all, is it?
Oh, no surprise. I'm going to open up my rankings here.
There goes Breece Hall at the 101. I like the landing spot, contrary to what a lot of other people say. I do like the landing spot. Wow, Jameson Williams at the 102. As far as the talent, I think he deserves the 102 as far as the talent, but I just don't think that he's going to get enough work as a rookie in that offense. So, as hard as it is for me to admit, I do think we probably shouldn't be taking him at the 102 unless you're completely ready to play the long game. And if that's the case, and you do want to target Jameson, I think you might be able to trade back. You know your league's best, but you might be able to trade back and get Jameson Williams. The earliest I really want to take a shot on him is probably the 1-5. Like that feels better to me personally. What about you, Badaki?
Yeah, for me personally, I have him a little bit lower than the rest.
Okay.
I'm not in love with his landing spot. I'm also questioning the quarterback. There's a lot of things I'm questioning moving forward with him. I know this is super early, but there's also talks that they're going to be getting a wide receiver in next year's draft.
Who's talking about that? Why would they do that?
Sorry, not talks, but I've seen mock drafts, which is very interesting because I was like, damn, that's actually.
I mean,
You just never know.
That is
But
so far away. So
exactly, I know it's far away, but I'm not saying I'm not drafting it because of that. I'm just saying that I'm not in love with the landing spot. I'm questioning the quarterback,
yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. I'm more comfortable taking him at the 1.7, 1.8, kind of where you're at right now.
Well,
Yeah, that's me.
I'll say it again. As a talent, I think he's the most talented wide receiver in the class. I really do. I just think if I have the 1-2, I don't think that Jameson Williams is going to be someone in the first 5 weeks that just breaks out and goes crazy. Because he's going to be recovering from the injury, but also there's a lot of mouths to feed, and it's not a great offense. It's better. Jared Goff is not a quarterback that necessarily scares me off of Jameson Williams, but at the same time, I just think I probably am going to be able to get him at a discount after year 1. And I'm believing year 2 is going to be a huge year for Jameson. So just landing spot's not great. Target share is a little bit unknown. I know he's going to be great, but I just think we have to assess in 1 year's time who's going to get the most value in a year. You're on the clock here.
Yeah, on the clock. I'm gonna take in my opinion, my ranking so far, my solidified 102, and it is a super flex league. I think it's Kenny Pickett. I love his landing spot. I say this all the time. He is set with a fantastic team. Najee, Deontay, they just got George Pickens with Chase Claypool. I think it's crazy to pass up on him at the 1.5 here. But if you look at my dynasty rankings, or my superflex rankings that I've been updating since I've been back from the whole wedding and stuff, he is definitely my 102.
All right, so Chris Olave is on the board, and for me, it's a pretty easy pick here. He is in contention. I do think, again, all these wide receivers are going to be great. Burks falling to the 1.7 is pretty crazy to me. That's pretty wild in my opinion. I don't think Burks should fall that far, but again, I'm not upset about anyone taking any wide receivers in any particular order. But the only thing I'll just keep saying on these live streams is, yes, I understand you go talent, but you also have to consider that trade market is determined pretty much by the last 6 months every time you look at the trade market. So Devonta Smith was drafted at the 1.3 to the 1.5 last year, but does he currently carry that value? No. Is that because he's not talented? No, of course it's not. It's because the position that he was put in, the quarterback play in the offense around him. So now I think Devonta Smith, again, with A.J. Brown coming in, you can get him at a discount. So there are certain players where I still believe in them. I just think discount, they might be, not worth the pick that I spent on them. So it's a good conversation. Chris Olave here at the 102. I think he complements, at the 108. I think he complements Michael Thomas really well. I think he's going to come into an instant target share. I like the landing spot. I like that they traded up for him. So I'm going to grab Chris Olave here at the 108, and I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, I like Olave there as well. Treylon Burks, interesting. There's just, the wide receivers, I love each and every one of them. I wish I knew the future and who's going to be their quarterback. That's why I feel like Garrett Wilson feels more solidified moving forward. But at the same time, because Treylon Burks gets Malik, and this offense is going to change. He's a mobile quarterback. Chris Olave, Jameis Williams, Winston.
Who is Jameis Williams?
Jameis Winston.
Silver Space says, I finally got into the Discord and I didn't make it, but maybe next time. Hey man, maybe next time. Thanks for joining us. Ronnie says he loved the live streams. Thoughts on the reports that Lance hasn't been impressing the 49ers? I think it's just too early. Let's give it at least until camp actually starts. It's far too early to be paying too much attention to those reports. Joseph also says, what's up, Long Lake? Joseph also says, as a Lions fan, it's more likely that they take a quarterback next year, which makes me think that Jameis' value will skyrocket next offseason. Totally. I mean, there's so many wide receivers that I can point to that as talents I'm obsessed with, but that doesn't mean that they were fantasy relevant in their first year or even in their next couple years. How about Jerry Jeudy? Is it fair to say that you could definitely have gotten Jerry Jeudy at a discount in the last year before Russell Wilson signed? Of course. I mean, people were sending early second-round picks for Jerry Jeudy. So I think sometimes we get a little too hyped up in the rookie craze and think, man, no way you can get a discount for this player. Yes, I think you could, but we'll see. Shane says, My girlfriend distracted me, making it too late to get into the draft. Unlucky, Shane.
Honestly, unlucky. It was Rashad White.
Sky Moore, Christian Watson, Jahan Dotson, George Pickens, James Cook, and Rashad White off the board. I don't think anyone's really reached on anything yet. And I'll even say that about Jameson Williams. You know, if you have that conviction, take him. Just lower your expectations for year one, you know. And I just think sometimes we forget to realize how quickly people's opinions change in Dynasty. You know, like in the first 5 years, or sorry, in the first 8 weeks, if let's say Garrett Wilson has inconsistencies or is putting up, let's say, maybe just 10 points per game, man, people are going to be changing their minds. It's like they go from, well, you have to go talent, but then the situation doesn't line up, and then the trade market changes. So it's all a conversation.
Yeah, definitely all conversation. James Cook at the 2-1, then Rashad White. I love James Cook. He is somebody special to me in my heart. I hope I can get him in my real drafts. There goes Damian Pierce.
Yep.
Okay.
There goes Alec Pierce and Damian Pierce, both the Pierce brothers off the board.
Pierce brothers. Okay, which I think makes it a little bit easier for me. My technically 14th player in my rankings here, a guy that I love and I still believe in. And I love the landing spot. Let me rephrase. I love the landing spot. That's David Bell.
Okay.
I get my quarterback and then my wide receiver here. I think it's a steal at the 2-5 in my opinion.
I think that's probably proper value, but I can respect the take.
Yeah, I'm for me the 202. For me, it's James Cook and then David Bell in my ranking. So for me to get him here at the 2-5 just feels fantastic.
Love it. Drusa says, I have no interest in playing games with a guy of Jamo's caliber. You just got to grab him. Jasmine says, you won't get Jameson for a discount after this year. As soon as they drafted a quarterback, his cost is going to be way too much. Again, like, it's all about trade market at certain times. There's just so many wide receivers I can point to that have always been extremely talented that were put in bad situations. So might be an agree to disagree there. Jasmine also says, do you really want to risk trading back if some people are saying they would take him at 2? Yeah, I'd be willing to trade back because there are 5 wide receivers that I think I could take at the 102. So yeah, I'm more than comfortable to trade back. Ryan's one thing says, if you have conviction on JMO, if you have that conviction on JMO, trade back a bit. I agree, definitely. Ryan says 1-1, take Brees. Also have 1-2, considering trading down to get additional assets. Offers so far 1-6 and a 23 first. Offers so far 1-6 and 23 first for 1-2, 1-6, and 2-1, and a 23 second. Jeez, this is really hard to actually look at.
Yeah, it is. 1-1, take Brees off the other 1-2, considering trading down to get additional assets. Offers so far. So there's 2 different offers. So the first offer is the 1-6 and the 23 first for the 1-2, the 1-6, and the 2-1. Or, which is another offer, 23 second for the
That's hard to look at.
2.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
What did you think in there, Badaki? Because I'm not really able to digest it. I'm about to make a pick.
No, I mean, we'll make your pick, but it is still difficult to read and to understand.
Okay, so John Mechie is the next player on my board. I like his situation. I like the draft capital. I think he fits a clear need for this team. His upside in his career is 2021 Hunter Renfrow, which I think is a very valuable flex guy. And at this point, I'm willing to take a chance on that player here. There's not another player that I feel more confident in here at the 208. So I'll take John Mechie here.
John Mechie. Yeah, for the trade, Ryan, I think maybe just put one at a time or something. It feels a little bit confusing.
Sorry, it's hard to read. Silver Space says, are you guys doing more after this? We're doing a startup after this. Tyler says, thoughts on taking a shot on Isaiah Pacheco in the 4th? Yeah, you can take a shot if you believe in him. But, I mean, 7th round pick, probably not going to get a lot of opportunities in that offense. To me, he more feels like someone who should be on a waiver wire that I pick up and put on my taxi. But in the 4th round, like, you can take a shot if you really want to. Shane says, I'm doing a deep dive on guys that went undrafted in my rookie draft, trying to build a nice taxi squad. Okay, so from the list, Kennedy Brooks stands out to me.
Right.
That's who I would say if I had to pick one option. Kennedy Brooks stands out there.
I like Kenny Brooks and then Daniel Bellinger.
Yeah.
We just did a video on him. I did my little take on him, so I like him as well.
Yeah. And Shane, we actually have a video coming out in the next couple of days where we talk about taxi squad stashes. So check that video out. We're gonna give you 4 players each. I like the idea of adding Tylan Wallace, 4th round pick for Ravens last year. Somebody who has to step in Baltimore. Yeah, for sure. He definitely wouldn't cost much. Ryan says, sorry about that, guys. 3 offers. And to be clear, this is... All right, so just quickly look at the board. Matt Corral goes off the board along with Wandale, Tyler Algier at the 211, and then Tolbert.
Okay, and then Tolbert, yep.
I'm probably going Tolbert over Algier, but I can understand it. I don't think it's too big of a reach there at the 211. All right, so his original question was, he has the 1-2. Okay, so for the 1-2, you would get the 1-6, the 2-1, and a 2023 second. Or you could get the 2-1, a 23 first, and a second, or is it conditional? 23 first / second. Is that both?
The 1-6 and 23 first with the 2-1. I don't mind the first one. So if you're giving away the 2-1 and you're gonna get the 1-6 and the 23 first, I don't mind that, depending on your team. Actually don't mind. I don't mind the first 2. You get a 23 first and second for the 2-1.
Yeah, I like the first one. I like the first one.
First 2.
Well, there's only 2 options.
Sorry, is it 2 options? No, I see 3. Sorry about that, guys. 3 offers, and then you see the first one.
Oh,
2, 3.
1-6 and a 23 first. Okay, the 1-6 and a 23 first. Book it. Give me the 1-6 and a 23 first. Easily for the 102. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. The 1-6 and a 23 first. I do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one.
We got there. We got there in the end. Shakira, oh baby, when you talk like that at the 3-1. Then Dulcich, McBride at the 3-3. Little early for Dulcich for me, but I know some people are big Dulcich believers. Then Dobbs at the 3-4, which I like. I like the risk versus the reward there with Romeo Dobbs.
Okay, well, then Shakira. See, I don't want to take this guy.
Just so while you're making your pick, I'll address the chat. Trippy says, in a 12-team Superflex PPR league, would you prefer Jamison Williams and Rashad Bateman or Chris Godwin and Darnell Mooney? I think I would go Jamison Williams and Rashad Bateman, to be honest. Love Chris Godwin. Darnell Mooney is interesting. But unless I think I'm going Jamison Williams and Rashad Bateman, personally. Hunter says, I traded 109, 201, 213, 305 to get the 104. It's a 19-man league. And this trade gives me the 103, 104, and 105. Normally, I feel it's an overpay, but I have 3 top 5 picks. What do you think? Yeah, Hunter, I'm not a big believer in trading up in this draft. But, you know, I don't hate it because the 213 and 305 are going to be really nothing. So I really only see it as the 109 and 201. So it's not too bad. I just don't really love trading up personally. All right, what you gonna do here?
I'm just gonna go with my guy here. According to my rankings, I should be taking someone like a Spiller or Brian Robinson, but I'm actually not in love with it. I'm just gonna go my guy, and that's Velus Jones here. Maybe a little bit early, but I think in this 3rd round here, I think I'd rather take the chance and then get somebody on the comeback at the 4 or 5.
Okay. There goes Isaiah Spiller off the board.
Isaiah Spiller. All right, Brandon kicks and he sent me an offer in the Foxtrot League. Okay, let's see.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. We are doing a rookie mock draft. Damn it, I was hoping Brian Robinson was going to be there. Now I'll have to figure out what I want to do. But if you're here and you have yet to drop a like, show your boys some love and drop a like.
You like that? You like
Bulk it up.
That just helps us reach more people. It helps the channel grow. Appreciate the support. All right, so let me look at my rankings here. So Tyrion Davis Price is pretty interesting to me here. I was really wanting it to be Brian Robinson on the board. I think I can't, again, I just can't ignore the draft capital spent on Taekwon. I mean, a second round pick. I can't ignore that here at the 3-8. So I'm going to grab him here. You know, I don't think he does all that much better than Aguilar, but second round draft capital, I want to see at least what they have planned for him. And at the 308, I feel comfortable to take that risk. Again, the risk reward factor there for me. So I'll take him there. Not exactly what I would wanted to have done there, but Brian Robinson was who I wanted. But we don't always get what we want. Shane says looking forward to that video. Amazing, bro. I'm glad that we're making the content you guys are looking for. Jasmine says tight ends are worth it at the beginning of the third. Not a ton of promising running back / wide receiver talent. Yeah, I guess I just don't see a tight end in this year's class that's going to be a Pat Fryermuth or a Pitts, someone that's super relevant from day one. A lot of these guys are going to be lost in depth charts, and it might take them a couple years to develop. So we'll see.
Gosh, that's terrible. I'm just reading the chat. It's like Ross is one bad hit from being paralyzed. Gosh.
Joseph's upset that I'm saying I prefer Bateman. The Bateman hate is unreal.
Jasmine came with some reinforcements. Is this your boy Jasmine? It's mental. Nah, jokes.
Shane says some big undrafted free agent deals are being made this post draft. Some of these guys are getting $200K in guaranteed money, which is the same amount as a 5th to 6th round pick. That is pretty interesting. I guess like they just have money that they can throw to those people.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I think Justin Ross, I don't want to speak too much on him because we just made a video about him. Yep. But I definitely think he's worth a taxi. I'll say that. Purely because of the talent. You know, 4-star recruit. Lands in a pretty good system. Probably won't ever be a top 12 guy, but definitely worth a taxi at this point, I think. Alex says, in my rookie draft, what is the right slot to take Albert O, Mariota, and Trubisky, who are all free agents right now in our 10-team PPR Superflex League? Mitch. I mean, I feel like Kenny Pickett's going to be the starter. That's what makes it really hard.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Maybe a third round pick on Mitch. Like I would rather see what I have in Mechie and all these guys who went off before Mitch. So probably I think with some of these, Albert O, same, like probably a third.
Yeah, I think with some of these guys, it might be best to put feelers out now to see what you can get before they have one bad game and then it just starts to go down and down and down and down, and then nothing really is going to happen. So yeah, that's my thought process. I would see if you can try to, even with Albert O, see what you can get.
To be honest though, like that, it's a 10-team league, so the third round would be even more valuable in a 10-team league. So I would say, yeah, mid thirds pretty much for all of those players. So then we see Justin Ross, Keontae Ingram, which, you know, I made a video about. I don't know if we released that today. Did we? I think we did. I more value him as a 4th round pick, but you know, if you're at the 312, I guess, and that's your target, you're not going to get him probably on the turn, you know, at the end of the draft. So I can respect it. Then we see Pierre Strong, Tyrion Davis Price, and Zamir White. You know, interesting prospects. I actually had Davis Price. I think I had them very close in my scouting grades. Davis Price has the more clear pathway to touches. But, you know, if we're projecting a year from now, maybe the Patriots do look to move on from Damian. Damian will definitely find a home somewhere else, but take a shot on whoever you want there, I think.
Yeah, it's probably best. Oh, what a day already, huh?
Yes, sir.
Trying to see who I can get. I see a person, but I don't know if TiVo's gonna take him, which I think he probably will.
Yes, Ronnie, we got to start up draft live stream after this. That's correct. Doing another stream.
Back to back, baby.
Back to back.
The Miami circuit this weekend, boys and girls.
Miami GP. Anyone watching the Miami GP?
If you know, you know. It's F1 Formula One racing. If you don't know anything about it, go watch Netflix. It just locked in season 5 and 6, so you have plenty of time to watch all the first 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And then let us know what you think about it.
The thing is, like, watching it is actually so much better than, like, the Netflix series definitely got me into it, but I feel like after you start watching Formula One, then you're like, all right, the Netflix series is kind of strange, but it definitely got me into at least liking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, the guy that I missed out on, then Calvin Austin went. The guy that I missed out on yesterday, the guy that I'm definitely taking today, and that's Danny Gray.
Great
for the
pick.
49ers there. I think he had the 4-5. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I like the pick. I do like the pick. I have to be honest.
You have to say, I'm getting my wide receivers here. Maybe I wonder if Valus was gonna come back to me, but I definitely doubt it. So I'm happy to take Valus, even though he's my 25-year-old rookie.
What's the series called on Netflix? It's called Drive to Survive. Drive to Survive. It's definitely worth watching. It got me into the sport. And by the way, if anyone out there has girlfriends or wives or anything, my wife has never ever wanted to watch any sporting event. But then we watched Drive to Survive together, and now she watches every single practice and qualifying session, everything. I mean, she's as into it as I am, so it's definitely the only sport that my wife will watch with me.
Yeah. Lucky you. Ellen said she promised me that she will watch. She'd be more enthusiastic at Giants games, but I doubt it.
But I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Hey guys, 50 people watching the stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Let's try and get to 40 likes. With your help, we can definitely get there. So drop a like if you have yet to do so. Helped out the small Dynasty content creators of the world. Appreciate the love. Jerome Ford goes at the 4-6, a guy we really liked, but man, the landing spot was real bad, if we're honest.
Landing spot is terrible. I have a glimmer of hope if the way I believe it's going to go happens. I think this offense is going to change. I think maybe Kareem Hunt maybe doesn't re-sign. Jerome Ford can step up, but there is Dearness Johnson there. I can see a pathway to where he can be a pass catching back, maybe in the next 2 years or so, but
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
All right, so I'm looking at my rankings here. A couple players I'm kind of in the middle of, but Kyron Williams and Tyler Beatty both really intrigue me. I think Beatty will probably be the pick. When I look at that Ravens depth chart, let me pull it up. There's just not a lot of competition, and I think this team is going to be a pretty strong team in the run game. And if Dobbins does go down, I mean, I think Beatty can easily beat out Justice Hill. So we're talking about a 4th-round pick here. Gus Edwards, wasn't it the Achilles that Gus Edwards tore, if I'm not mistaken?
I think so, yes.
So I think there is a pathway to running back 2 potential here for Tyler Beatty. I like the talent, I like the landing spot. So I'm gonna go Beatty here, but Kyron Williams also a good option here in the 4th round as well. Rappin' Dog, we are doing a startup after this, yes. Daniel says, hard to choose almost any player now. Yeah, definitely want to find someone who's like a my guy in these later rounds and take a shot on them for sure. Raver says, my girl's the same. She will only watch persons in sports in person. Help. Shane says, what can I get for Keyshawn Vaughn? To be honest, probably nothing. The Bucks have just completely destroyed his career.
I don't think I would have him on my team, to be honest. That's just.
Can you get a third? I mean, any third at all? Try.
I don't even think he's worth that much.
I don't think he
honest.
is either. But I'm saying, like, if someone has like the 312, I think it's worth crapping. Daniel says hard to. Oh wait, sorry. John says if Cam sucks, Kyron could find his way into the lineup. I definitely agree, and the Rams are really good at finding those late round value RBs. Okay, Edwards was an ACL. Justice was Achilles. Yep, that sounds about right. That does sound right.
Okay. Ravers, I'm looking at your trade. Not absolutely in love with it. I'm trying to find
a counter.
I'm trying to find a counter.
Send me a
right
trade,
now.
Ravers. What the heck, man? Send me a trade, dog. Come on, dog.
Don't send him nothing, bro. Don't send him nothing. Ravers, you're real deal Dynasty. That's right. Okay. You like the 101, man?
There goes Isaiah Likely off the board and Bo Melton. Bo Melton's interesting. Like I said, take a shot. But there's also a fourth. Bo Melton was drafted in the 7th round. There's still a 4th round wide receiver that did not get drafted, and his name is Eric Izukama. He went to Miami in the 4th round. I think he's probably there to take over the Devontae Parker role. Going to be buried in the depth chart, but
potentially,
I think I am going Izukama, who got 4th round draft capital, over Bo personally. But I can respect the conviction on Bo. But yeah, this is the draft. Hopefully it helps you guys with your rookie drafts. By the way, we are literally days away from our first follower league drafts, okay, of the off season. So the Charlie League is drafting in 4 days and 23 hours. The Delta League is drafting, literally a week from now we will be in a live stream doing a live stream for the Delta League.
That's right. It's crazy.
So if you guys do want to play in a Dynasty League with us, with our community, if you want to support our show at the same time, then I will paste a link in the chat to our Patreon, patreon.com/fantasylandfam. Great way to support the show, to support what we do, to support our content, while also giving sorry, there was something on our Patreon. It was like the U.S. government requires tax forms. Oh, okay. We'll have to figure that out. Over on Patreon, you can play in a league. You can get unlimited advice. You can get access to Patreon-only live streams, which will start up again next week. 1 per week. You can get access to advice from us on your drafts, on trades. So check it out. Check it out for sure. We currently have 6 spots open in our most recent open league, which is the golf league.
Golf, baby.
Yeah.
Come through in the golf one.
Yeah,
really
Jasmine.
Appreciate everyone that's signing up too.
Izukama's tape is pretty interesting. Leonardo says, what pick would you accept for Gibson? I feel like I still want a top 6 pick for Antonio Gibson.
I think that's what it was before, but I actually don't know if you can get it. I actually don't believe you can get that anymore. I think the fantasy community. I mean,
and if you can't get anything,
I wouldn't pay a top 6.
Well, then you shouldn't sell him.
Yeah, I mean, for
you
sure.
You shouldn't sell him if you can't get at least the 106.
Yeah, I definitely get it.
That would be a panic sell,
workload. Yeah.
Rapping Dog says I'm gonna sign up now.
Need to get in that league. All love, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, bro. Let us know if you have any questions, of course. Josh says Miami has Cedric, though. That's true. It is a 3-year, $22 million deal, as Jasmine said, but we're talking about the 412, I think Eric is a very talented player, so this is more of a taxi squad guy. He's not gonna be a impact straight away player. Brandon says, love how the 107 just went in there. As far as like Burks, is that what you're saying? Because yeah, Burks is pretty incredible value at the 107.
Yeah.
Daniel says, love the content YouTube put out. Hope the channel blows up. Appreciate that, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Kyle says, someone traded the 102 for Gibson before the draft in my league. That's pain. Rapping Dog says, which one do I sign up to join the league? So
maybe we can show them on the thing.
yeah, I'll show you here. So the Close Friends Plus is where you get. Hey. Okay, Clinton.
Gotta hit the gap, brother.
Thanks for the sub, brother. So with the $5 tier, that's where you get our rankings. So Dynasty, Redraft, Rookies. You also get our Superflex rookie rankings as well. You get something called the Fantasy Hotline, which is where you can ask us advice. You get access to a weekly live stream. Now, if you want to play in the leagues, you got the redraft option if you want to do redraft only. You've also got the Dynasty option if you want to play in a Dynasty league with us. So it includes everything that we mentioned in the previous tier, but you also get to play in a Dynasty league. The Dynasty league will require a deposit. And then you can also choose the Best of Both Worlds tier if you want to play in both leagues. So the Dynasty or Best of Both Worlds tier is the one that you're going to be looking to sign up to if you want to get into a Dynasty league. John says, in that committee, PTA moms in the suburbs are envious of the committee. I love it.
That's funny.
Chris, what's up? He says, should I trade the 208 for Singletary? I'm in a rebuild and need the running back depth. Nah.
No, yeah.
I'd honestly prefer the 208. I mean, I could get John Mechie or Devin Singletary. Wan'Dale Robinson or Devin Singletary. Matt Corral or Devin Singletary. Tolbert or Devin Singletary. I think I'm going all those players over Devin at this point.
I agree. I definitely agree. Don't do that.
Shane says, could you do a few names who went undrafted that y'all think should have gone in this mock? To be honest, I think most people should have gone. Izukama is a name that I pointed out. Outside of Izukama, I would say Snoop Connor should be considered. I mean, 5th round draft capital.
Yeah, a lot of people.
But there's a lot of tight ends that I like in the 5th round. If you have 5th round, rookie drafts, guys who come to mind like Cade Otton,
yeah,
Cole Turner, Jake Ferguson, the Baltimore tight ends, and Collar and Likely. Ty Chandler could be in consideration. Justin Ross, I don't know if he was drafted. Was he? No, I would consider him in like a 5th round.
He wasn't. I think we just did a taxi video. Maybe we should do just a bunch of names that probably, I don't know, waiver wire targets.
Yeah.
People that may not get drafted. Maybe these guys you can kind of pick up and just hold on to your team.
Yeah.
Even depending on how many tags, something like that,
Yeah.
I guess it's similar.
All right. By the way, Edward Volden's just signed up to our Patreon. I'm assuming that's you, Rapping Dog. So what we'll do is right after this next live stream, we'll do some admin work and we will send you a message. Because the first step is we want to get you connected into Discord. That's where we communicate with everyone. And then your league now, you're the 7th person to sign up. So we're currently 7 of 12 filled. So essentially, once we have that league completely filled, we will send out invites for everyone to join that league. So hope that makes sense. We will definitely send you a message over there, but make sure obviously get that deposit in and feel free to message us with any questions. But all right, guys, we have a live stream that we're about to do right now.
The next one.
And I'll paste a link in the chat if you guys want to head over there and join us. Let me find
it. Put in the chat, man. Put in the chat. Make sure you join the Discord too, Rapping Dog, who is, I'm assuming that's Rapping Dog, or Edward, if you're still in here. Make sure you join the Discord and get that all set up, because that's the easiest and fastest way that we're going to be able to communicate with you. I think a lot of people miss that step often.
Yeah.
But join the Discord now. Get that out the way, because once you have that set up, we can set you up.
Yep. And this is a live stream that we're about to head into, the Dynasty Superflex Startup Draft. You can see Rashad Bateman.
Oh, Baby City, baby. Woo!
But join us there. I pasted the link in the chat, and we'll be live here in the next 5 minutes. All right, guys. See you then.